Begin your bias bound edge by having a piece of extra wide double fold bias tape. You'll notice on the bias tape that it has two sets of folds, and it also has one end that is a little shorter here on the top and one end that is a little longer on the bottom. You're going to want the edge that is a little shorter to be on the top part, or the technical face, the public side of your piece of fabric, and the longer part on the wrong side, the technical back of your fabric. Scooch in the edge of the fabric so that it is pushed up against the top fold and crease of your bias tape like this. And then you can pin at the top, middle, and bottom. You don't have to, but if this is going to help you with the sample, it's a great idea to get those pins in. After you've set in your last pin, head over to your sewing machine and put on the edge foot or the blind hem foot, which is a number 5. Now you're going to line up the center metal gauge of the edge foot with the edge of the bias tape and move your needle position all the way over to the right. Begin with the back stitch. Stitch all the way down the bias tape, making sure you're butting up that gauge in the middle of the presser foot with the edge of the bias tape. Remove the pins as you go, and then when you get to the end of your sample, you'll end with a back stitch. It's important to have the small side or the short side of the bias tape on the top, as you'll be able to grab both of the edges of the fabric this way. If you flip-flop, there's a good chance that you're going to miss the edge of the bias tape. Head on over to the iron after you clip your threads and give your sample a good press. After you have pressed the edge, make sure that you have caught both sides of the bias tape, and you've now completed your bias covered edge.